back to another video, and today I felt that it's time that we get down to finishing the last part of the Firmament, or the Ishgardian Restoration. So we're back in the Firmament, about to take care of all the side quests real quick. It looks like we've got 4 of them. So I don't think we'll go in any specific order, we'll just take them all one at a time and see how it goes. So the first one is of steam, sweat, and water. The blissful bather is dying to talk to anyone who will listen to him. And it looks like we get some fireworks too once we're done. Welcome, welcome, my good woman, to Snow-Soaked Springs. This is my favorite place in the world, and once you experience its soothing waters for yourself, I've little doubt it'll be yours as well. Yes, visitors of all stripes come from near and far seeking the succors of its healing waters, which are all but proven to have the power to wash away one's every worry, and ease nigh upon every ache, pain, and ailment or malady known to man. Why, I myself have bathed here some 20-odd times, and that's just today. Do you not feel the gentle, steamy breeze in the air? Does the sound of trickling water not tickle your ears with sheer delight? Can you not scarcely wait to free yourself from the biting cold and slip into the sublime world of warmth and comfort? Say no more. Your bemused gaze tells me that this is your first visit to this splendiferous sight. Allow me to give you the tour. This is the rest area, where one can relax and cool off one's body after a sumptuous soak. Sitting here and breathing in the fresh air while sipping Ishgardian brandy or nourishing both body and soul with a cup of yak's milk. Why, if there is a more heavenly sensation to be found in this realm, then I'm my Lord Dun's uncle. Oh, they're getting massages in the snow. Now allow me to truly amaze and astound you, for I still haven't gotten to the best part of it all. I speak, of course, of the steam baths, that blissful haven of heat and sweat that will flush the toxins out of every pore of your body and leave you feeling like a woman reborn. But why take my word for it? Slip into your bathing attire and follow me. You came for a nice relaxing soak in the water, you say? But don't you worry, that's coming at the end. Trust me, you'll appreciate it that much more after you sweat your fair share. Why do I get the feeling that he's a pervert? Just here to look at the pretty girls. I mean, I don't mean to toot my own horn or anything, but fact is Claire is very, very cute in my eyes. Here, I've always liked this one. I only wish that I could dye the colors, but what can you do? Okay, so, I heard about these steam baths and I was wondering where they were. Okay. Is it not a sight to behold? I swear to you, if there is a more incredible invention in our entire realm, why, you can cast me from the highest peak of Coerthus. Some find the heat too overpowering for their liking, but I'm certain that for a strapping young woman like yourself, the experience will prove positively divine. And once the sweat is poured from you like Grave Tales Falls, plunge into the chill waters of this pool, and mark my words, you'll feel as if you were soaring straight into the heavens. Not to mention that you'll lock in the heat and ward off any malicious maladies or ailments seeking to break into your body. But don't take my word for it. Just between you and me, a certain illustrious individual who shall remain unnamed, but may or may not be the esteemed Azure Dragoon, has been known to stop by for a soak from time to time. Why, I've even spoken with him myself. Why do I doubt that? We soon bonded over our love of all things bath, and he was kind enough to share with me a tale of the time he did frequent a bathhouse on one of his travels to the lands of Hingashi. Oh wait, maybe it is him! In that far-flung realm, he said they heat cups of rice wine in the waters and sip upon them while nibbling on seasoned dried squid. Why, I would happily trade away my firstborn son for even the chance of experiencing such rapture just once in my life. But I'm getting ahead of myself again. Yes, I simply must escort you to the baths. Wow, Estidian, I'm deeply impressed with you. You learn something new every day. Yeah, I hope we run into Estidian here. Feast your eyes upon Snow-Soak's pride and joy, the grand baths. I have it on good account that a select group of Ishgard's most accomplished artisans labored for nigh 7 fortnights to shape this tub into aesthetically perfect form worthy of the blissful waters that fill it. Why, it's said that the original design was conceived by none other than the erstwhile Count Terrason del Demile, who also developed the method by which the springs are summoned up from deep beneath the ground to bless our bodies with their warmth and healing powers. But could one possibly hope to appreciate the sheer wonder of the baths and saunas simply by hearing some stranger ramble on rapturously about it until the end of time? So what are you waiting for? Doff your garb and hop in for yourself already. Okay, he's got issues. Tell me, my friend, are you prepared to experience true bliss? Sure. I think it'd be great if Estinian showed up. Is it not everything I said it was, and then some? Pardon me? Ooh, is that Estinian? Come on, is it? No, it is not. Who's this guy? Slap me silly with a kissing trout, if it isn't the esteemed Count Charlemagne de Dorendale. Oh, okay. I didn't expect that. What brings your lordship to this place? Does the Dorendale Dimensi not have a private bathhouse that far outstrips this place in sheer scope and luxury? If it does, I would be deeply impressed as well. I do believe these facilities are open to one and all, regardless of stature or status. But if you must know, firstly, they afford me the opportunity to converse uninhibited with individuals such as yourself, that I might hear the voices of our citizens firsthand. If more members of the nobility were to follow my lead, I do firmly believe that Ishgard would become a more compassionate nation. Yet far too many seem to believe themselves above it all, and so, as Lord of the highest of high houses, I come here to set an example. Secondly, I come to admire the artistry and technical mastery of House Demile. Pleases me greatly to see that they too are expanding their aesthetic pursuits and forging a new role for themselves in this new age of peace and enlightenment. Thirdly, but is it not self-evident? Soaking in these soothing waters and gazing out upon the snow-kissed landscapes, why, there is no place in our fair realm I would rather be. Gotta admit, he's got a point. That's not a sight that you see often, being in like a snowy landscape in a hot springs. I imagine that the view is much better here than back home. Oh, I guess that's it. That's a shame. I was hoping to talk to the Count again. Oh well. I love this addition. I think that was a great idea. Oh, I would love to visit this in real life. Okay, so I think it's time we move on to the next area. So let's just see here. And wait a minute. I just remembered. I do have... Where is it? Nope, not that one. This one. Okay. I call this my Ishgardian Noble. And I think I'll just go around with this dress. I don't think that we'll be leaving the firmament and doing any fighting, so why not? Alright, so let's head off to the next little quest here. Let's see what's all about. Alright, so we're back here. My recorder just stopped all of a sudden. I had to stop things to fix it, but here we are. We are going on to the next quest, which is called Swords to Plowshares. Adelaide looks as if she's ready to take on the world. If it isn't the savior of Ishgard in the flesh, you couldn't have come at a better time. How would you like to assist the illustrious Adelaide, Ishgard's preeminent pyrotechnician, in her latest foray into the realm of sky-spanning aesthetic excellence? Say no more! Of course you would! Here, take this coal into hand and use it to set the masterpiece I placed over on Coil's Trance of Flame. I promise you the result will be nothing short of scintillating. Okay. Hopefully nothing will blow up. And what is this? Oh, a fireworks mortar. Okay. Adelard just dropped this here and ran off laughing like a woman possessed. Whatever could it be? Okay. Use the coal. Oh, now there's a sight to behold. Adelard kept saying how she was slaving away in her workshop on the project of a lifetime. I figured she was just blowing out hot air again. You honor us with your presence, my lady. Just between you and me, I couldn't help but notice a similar-looking device sitting all alone atop the matlock, and a group of children eagerly gathered around it. Perhaps Adelaide means to put on a show for them as well? Oh, well, why not? Let's go and see. Hello, kids. Huh? What's this weird tube? The sky, it's sparkling! I've never seen anything so beautiful. Hey, miss, I saw another one of those tubes over on the Apicus. Do you think that one will make the sky light up too? Yeah, I mean, it's impressive, I suppose. Nothing, like, really big, though. I mean, I know some regular fireworks that are even more impressive than that. Oh well. Alright, so it should be right... Oh, okay, I think I know where it is now. It's probably up, like, right near the statue. Wait, what was that? Oh, okay, I guess that's where the next quest is. There we go. Oh, hello. Not a day goes past that I do not give thanks for all you have done for us, my lady, but whatever brings you here today? Well, I have a feeling you're gonna like this one. Oh, what beautiful fireworks! I've not seen such a sight since, well, it's been many years. Still, what a lovely way to celebrate the restoration of the firmament. And how fitting it is that the one to ignite the blaze is none other than the very hero who delivered our fair nation from war. Thank you, my lady. Do pass on my regards to dear Adelaide next time you see her. I don't think I do an old person's voice very well. I try, but... Well, let's go see what she has to say. Oh, look at these kids. Oh, wow. That kid's like a miniature version of Squall. Those are some tight leather. And here we go. I think we can leave that for right now. Let's go finish this quest first. I can't believe it's almost over. Like, once we finish this, like, what reason do we have to come back? Other than just from visiting. What can we do? I do hope we get to come back to Ishgard again soon, though. I really do. Who gave you permission to set off all the fireworks, you fool? Bet I jest. I was hoping you would do just that. Why, I saw the sight from here, and I do believe it's safe to say that I am every the genius that I always knew myself to be. Did the townspeople appreciate my masterwork as much as I did? Oh yeah. Of course they did! The incredible spectrum of colors, the unsurpassed elegance with which they dance and dart through the sky. Only a fool or a blind man could fail to appreciate the spectacle. But my true dream doesn't end there. Take a look at this beauty beside me. Bertha here was my pride and joy when I served in the front lines. I couldn't count the number of times she saved me from the ravaging claws of the Horde. When the war ended, I figured she'd just end up all alone, collecting dust in the dark corner of some storehouse. So I offered to take her home myself, with the promise that I'd keep her well maintained and put her to good use. And my natural aptitude for pyrotechnics has allowed me to do just that. We may no longer have need for weapons to shoot dragons out of the sky, but I mean to give Bertha here a new life shooting sheer beauty into the sky, and bringing joy and hope to the people of our nation. But why stop at Ishgard? Yes, one day I will journey across all of Eorzea with Bertha in tow, lighting up the skies in all the corners of the realm with a spectacular rainbow of fiery blossoms. For the part you played in helping me realize my life's work, I thank you. As do, no doubt, all who will one day bear witness to the wonders that you have helped me introduce to the world. And with that, I give you leave to resume your travels, but wherever you roam, always look to the sky, for you never know when Edelod's fabulous fireworks will return to grace your eyes once more. Okay. She's a spirited one, I can tell. So let's go on to the next one, which is that sack. Very interesting, you know, accepting a quest from a sack. And I don't know why I thought that I could reach it. And, oh, stupid controllers, it keeps getting stuck. Okay, try that again. And this quest is Planting the Seed. A lonely sack rests on the streets of the Resensong Quarter, seemingly bereft of its owner. Oh, we get some lily seeds. That's nice. A simple, unadorned sack lies in the middle of the street. Might it belong to one of the residents of the Resensong Quarter? Look about nearby and see if you can't reunite the abandoned parcel with its owner. Okay, is there like a name on it or something? Because I don't know how we're going to track it down. Oh, we got a family of 4 about to move in. That's nice. Where do we go? Got to be around here. I'm guessing that the sack is full of seeds, so I'm guessing we're going to be doing some planting, maybe? I still don't know how they're able to make anything grow in like all this ice and snow. That's actually quite impressive. So it can't be that lady. Nope, not here. Oh, okay, there he is. Yeah, look at all the little gardens here, so... What is his name? G-Cock. Good day to you, my dear madam. It's not every day a man gets paid a visit by the savior of Ishgard. What brings you here today? Yeah, I figure you can make use of the sack of seeds I found. What's that? You found a sack just lying in the street, you say? If it wouldn't be too bold to ask, might I have a look? Sure. Just as I thought. If you're looking for the owner of this sack, you found him. An acquaintance of mine just brought it to me, but we got so carried away in conversation that I completely forgot to take it with me. Embarrassing mistake, to say the least, but I fear the old noggin doesn't work quite as well when you get to my age. Still, pray forgive me. Ishgard's savior surely has better things to do than hauling sacks about town. If you're curious, the bag happens to be filled with flower seeds. Nemea lilies to be precise. As you may know, they're quite popular as an offering to those who have left us. I started growing them to honor my own dear son who gave his life in the war. Some of my neighbors took an interest, and then some acquaintances of theirs. As soon as I knew it, I had my own veritable nursery. Flowers are such a beautiful thing, wouldn't you agree? They have a way of bringing smiles to faces, even the most trying of times. It's just a hobby for me, so I don't ask for coin, but people are kind enough to repay me with seeds and gardening tools, which has allowed me to, branch out a bit more, one might say. At any rate, it's a good life, and one I wouldn't be living were not for you and your friends bringing an end to the war as you did. Not to mention, everyone's tireless efforts in building the firmament back up to where it was even exceeds its former glory. Truly, I couldn't even begin to express my gratitude. Wait, I have an idea. A few acquaintances of mine have mentioned their intent to come by and pick some flowers. Might you be so kind as to deliver them in my stead? I reckon the flowers would mean that much more to them if brought by a real-life hero rather than an old graybeard like myself. My friends live right here in the Risen Song Quarter, not far from here. You know your way around these parts, yes? Funny how fate plays out, isn't it? A single seed planted, literally that is, can lead into a nobody like me crossing paths with the very woman who saved our nation. Truly, it's nothing short of a miracle. Do this old man a favor just this once, would you please? Well, you don't really have a beard, so don't know why you call yourself a graybeard. Okay, so we got 2 flowers. I'm terribly sorry to impose upon you like this. It would mean the world to my friends in Risen Song if you could deliver those lilies to them in my stead. Well, let's see. Here we got deliver the lily to the plucky youth and to the dainty lady. Okay. Okay, so here's the dainty lady. My heavens, it couldn't be. But it is. I heard rumors that the savior of Ishgard herself was personally assisting in the restoration effort, but never did I dream I would have the honor of encountering you in the flesh. Whatever brings you to the firmament this fair day? I'm here with the delivery. This elegant, fragrant Nemea lily was clearly grown with the utmost of care. A Nemea lily from Jikok? From me? What a lovely gesture! I shall place it at my daughter's gravestone just as I have every day since you and your companions mercifully ended the war. While the fighting still raged on, it was all I could do to eke out a living. Deep down, the loss of my child devastated me, but my heart was too consumed by fear and uncertainty to grieve as a mother should. Now, thanks to the efforts of Lord Francel and generous souls like yourself, I no longer want for a roof over my head and food on my plate. At long last, I know the peace of mind that frees me to reflect upon my daughter's life and honor her memory. While I would have liked nothing more than to walk these streets with her, to show her what a magnificent, uplifting place the firmament has become, I can at least take comfort in knowing that her spirit lives on in my own heart, and in the city and nation I now strive to help rebuild. And though my own child may never return, I also find solace in knowing that the younglings I see playing in the streets need never make the same sacrifice. For this, you have our eternal gratitude. I wonder if they're going to lead to like a grand final quest, like involving those kids from the orphanage, because I mean, I could see her adopting like maybe one of those kids. That would be nice. Plucky youth. Are my eyes to be believed? Does Mistress Faye, hero of our land, stand before me? Oh, how the spinner has blessed me this day! But whatever brings you to this humble place? I got a delivery. Well, I'll be. Lilies from Old Shecock. Do you know the man? Forgive me my improperty, but never in my wildest dreams would I imagine you be the one to bring them to me. I served house to mile as a sellsword during the war. Wasn't a bad life, but it was far from an easy one. Every day I give thanks for the efforts of you and your companions, by which I am now at long last able to live my days in peace. And yet my thoughts often drift to my brothers and sisters in arms who were not so fortunate as to live to see this day. It's the least I can do to honor their sacrifice. Placing old Geecock's flowers at their graves is a small gesture, perhaps, but one that never fails to put my heart at peace. But even the small gesture, why, what profound meaning it would take on knowing that these flowers were delivered by the hand of the savior of Ishgard herself. My comrades' souls would surely soar to the heavens with pride this day. You know, it's nice to be appreciated for the hard work you put in. Okay. So, don't step on the flowers. I see you've delivered the lilies. Thank you, friend. You've done me a far greater kindness than I deserve. My apologies for imposing upon you as I did. I know as well as any that you've no end of gravely important matters to attend to. And yet, being the old busybody I am, I couldn't help but feel that I wanted you to see and hear from the people of this place yourself. To witness, to experience firsthand just how much your presence has meant to, and I do not exaggerate, every last man, woman, and child who calls this place home. Indeed, it is because of you, above all, that we can at last come to some small measure of peace with the past, devote our efforts in the present, and turn a hopeful eye towards an ever brighter future. Speaking of which, do you perchance know of the traditional meaning of the Nimia lily? Well, nowadays they are thought as a symbol of parting, and therefore used to pay tribute to the departed. In olden times they were said to afford safe passage to those embarking on a journey. I pray that the spinner always watches over you in your travels. Know that you are ever welcome here, in this place where your deeds have allowed an entire nation and its people to set forth on a new journey of their own. Oh, that's so beautiful! That really is so sweet. I love this guy. Aww. So far, I think that was my favorite quest. At least out of these 4. Alright, so it looks like we have at least one more left. I mean, we might get more afterwards. But, yeah, we're almost done. I'm happy that it's finished and we see the firmament as it is in all its glory, but I'm also sad. I'm sad that we have to say goodbye. Come on, Square Enix, please. Like, come on, please, Square Enix. Like, I love the idea of the firmament here. I love that you included us being able to visit Ishgard again. Like, seriously, like, Heaven's Ward was just incredible, and I really do appreciate the hard work you put into making sure that it's still up to date and everything. So I do hope we can have more reasons to come back to Ishgard in the future. Okay, kids! Warm hands and warm hearts. Let's see what we have to do. Oh, hello again! How have you been? As for us, we've been helping Razaquin out like always. He tells us we're doing a better job with every passing day. Speaking of which, have you been to the Risen Song yet? It's such a nice place. You can even hear music playing from time to time. Actually, we've been thinking how wonderful it would be if we could find work there. Marcel, my friends! Oh, it's you! Whatever's the matter? You won't believe this, but I'm leaving the orphanage! So they found a new family for you. I mean, good for you, I suppose. Yes, I have. My new father, he's a knight, you see, and my new mother is the nicest lady you'll ever meet. Anyway, so Razaquin told me to come here and say... Oh, I can't do it. I don't want to say goodbye to all of you. Oh, don't cry like that. Even after you start living with your new family, you can come and play with us whenever you want. That's right, and if they're ever mean to you, me and my best friend here will give them a good pounding for you. Isn't that right? Oh, we're your best friend now. Sure. If they ever give you trouble, just let us know. And how about this? For those times when you can't leave home, we'll make a memento for you so that you can remember us anytime. How would you like that? You really do that for me? Oh, thank you, my friends. I have to go back to the orphanage now, but I'll be waiting here until my new father comes. Be seeing you. I just blurted that out without asking Lisette and Jokazian first. But they won't mind, will they? I doubt it. Paraquels always come up with big and exciting ideas. It's really quite impressive. A memento, huh? That's such a good idea. I wish I was thinking the exact same thing myself. Yes, I'm glad you agree, but whatever should we make them? I haven't the slightest idea. Good thing I have plenty of them. For example, how about a pair of nice fluffy gloves so that he can always keep his hands warm? Yes, that doesn't seem like it would be too difficult. That settles it then. Well, I guess it's off to Marceloc's shop for us. You don't mind coming along, do you? I'll check with Razaquin to make sure that our friend's father is coming. After all, there's no point in making a present if we're too late to give it to him. Already the tools so we can get to work right away. And there's the little chocobo still running around. Oh, hey! Hey, everyone! Oh, there you are. Isn't Mr. Marceloc just the best? He may look a bit scary, but he's so nice to us, and the toys he makes are simply incredible. I'm glad I'm not one of those babies that's too frightened to talk to him. Hello there, Mr. Marceloc. We're in need of some yarn to knit a pair of gloves for a friend. Might you be able to spare some?
Jokazian, always a pleasure to see you, my young friend. If it's yarn you need, it's yarn you'll get. Before that, allow me to share with you a little story. As a matter of fact, your friend Claire here is a true hero. Thanks to her and Lord Francel that I have a home here in the Firmament. Did you know that?
Really? That's amazing! You really are a hero, lady. Really? That's a bit random.
Truly, I know of none who have done more to bring happiness and prosperity to the people like you. And so I am proud to bestow upon you this spindle of yarn free of charge. May it serve you and your young friends well.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Marceloc. Till next time.
I promise you that my yarn is the finest in Ishgard. May it make a warm and toasty pair of gloves for the children.
I wonder if he'll ever turn back into a human. I'm just curious to know what he looked like before. Alright, here we are. Were you able to procure the yarn from Marceloc's shop? I've readied everything else we need. Ample quantity of smooth to the touch yarn. Yep. Wonderful. Now all we need is to find Lascelle. That won't be necessary. And look who I brought with me.
After all, what would make for a nicer memory than if we were to make his presence right before his very eyes, don't you agree? They're so warm and fluffy! Oh, thank you, my friends! I'll treasure these gloves forever!
Ah, there you are, my child.
Oh my god! Oh, Mr. Redwald, welcome back, Father.
Of course, nothing would make me happier than for you to call me so, my boy. But there was no need to force yourself. After all, this is only our first of many days together.
This is your new father? I think I might be jealous.
And you, Mistress Fay, I've heard much from Lord Drillmont of your selfless contributions to the restoration effort. I did not expect to find you here in the flesh. The heavens smile upon me today indeed. I'm pleased to report that, thanks in no small part to your efforts, the Falcon's Nest flourishes like never before. With things having settled down some, many of our soldiers and artisans have even brought their families to come reside with them. My wife and I now live together as well, and it recently occurred to us how delightful it would be to welcome a new member of the family, a gift we, sadly, were not blessed with in our younger days. I must confess I was surprised at first to see how reluctant the boy was to leave this place, but seeing the warmth and camaraderie that fills this place, I now understand entirely. Rest assured that we shall do all in our power to see the boy as happy and cherished in his new home.
Well, I suppose I best be off with Father here, but don't worry, I'll be back to play someday.
Do you really think he'll come back to visit?
Anyhow, I have an idea. He wasn't the first to say goodbye to this place, and he won't be the last. What if we make giving those same pair of gloves a tradition for every child who leaves the orphanage in the future? I had the same idea. That way, even if we all go our separate ways, it will be as if we're always together. Forever.
Go our separate ways. Pray, Raquel, you don't look good. Whatever's the matter?
I'm sorry, I'm just a bit tired. I think I'll go lie down for a while. When Payraqual goes off like that on his own, that usually means he has something on his mind. I don't want to pry, but... It's so cold out here. I'm sure he's feeling lonely, even if he won't admit it. Might I ask you to check on him for us? I can't help but feel he'd find it easier to talk to you. He can't have gone far, so it shouldn't be hard to find him. Please? I'll follow along out of sight.
I think I know what this is about. Oh, he's crying.
Claire, I'm not crying. It's just some snow fell in my eye and... Oh, I'll admit it. It's just that I love my friends here so much. When Lascelles said what she said, I couldn't help but imagine the three of us going off far away, never to see each other again. We're the oldest here, after all. Even if they can't find families for us, we won't be able to stay here forever. More likely than not, we'll have to go off on our own. Having to make a new life for myself in a cruel, unfamiliar world, without a family or my dear friends by my side, the thought is just too much to bear. You're stronger than you give yourself credit for. She's right, you know, and more than that. We might not be related by blood, we might not know our mothers and fathers, but we're a family, aren't we? You and me and Jotizen. Why, I thought all along that when we leave here, we could open a shop together. We could make our living crafting and building things to make people's lives better, just like we do now. What's this talk of going off by yourself somewhere? That's right. Why, we can even travel to other nations and sell our goods far and wide. And when we're done, we can come back here and bring presents from around the world to the orphans. Wouldn't that be just the best? See? What's wrong with that kind of family? Claire here didn't end the war just so you could sulk about all alone. We have a bright future ahead of us. We need to dream big. So what do you say, Paraqual? Yes, my friends. Oh, I would like nothing more. Thank you, Claire. I'm sorry to have worried you so. Tell me, if we do go off traveling the world like Lascelles says, might we run into you somewhere? Truly, nothing would make me happier. So please keep an eye out for those gloves you helped us make. That's how you'll spot us. Safe travels, friend. Till we meet again.
Oh, was not expecting that. I really wasn't. I was expecting them to go off and find their homes, but... Oh, the knights. That's so cute. I'm glad that we got to know those kids during all of these little side quests. Okay, so that looks like it's it. Oh, really? Alright. Well, everyone, I guess that's it for now. Thank you all so much for joining me here in the Firmament and all of our little adventures here. So until next time, everyone, take care and have a great rest of your day.